Ryan's here with the forecast, and it is an active one.
We have so much going on in about a 2.5 day period. It's going to take me a bit to get through it here, but stick with me. First off, Amanda, tonight we've got snow that's going to be moving in. So the problem tomorrow morning is that it will be icy in many areas, even though most of the snow actually falls tonight. Tomorrow there won't be much that falls during the day, but what does fall will likely be in the form of freezing drizzle, which can glaze on top of whatever's on the ground. That's really phase one of this system. The next one comes in Wednesday, which may begin icy, but then we'll warm up late in the day and we'll have a cold front coming in with heavy rain and strong gusty winds Wednesday night, which could be enough for power outages. First off, we'll handle what's coming in right now. Snowing in a lot of central New Hampshire, snow now moving into parts of southern Maine. It's snowing in Sanford, snow beginning around Freiburg, and this will overspread the state over the next few hours. There will be some mixing with rain over southern parts of York County, which will limit the accumulation a little bit there. So we'll show you this hour by hour. By 6 o'clock, we have the snow getting close to about Lewiston, beginning around Portland, and then gradually moving east. So by 9 o'clock, some flakes beginning in Bangor, steady light snow over most of southern and western Maine. But this moves through pretty quickly. I think that once we get past midnight, most of the accumulation is done in southern Maine, and the last of the snow will be moving through eastern Maine. So by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, there won't be much falling, but look at the temperatures, all well below freezing, with the exception of right around Penobscot Bay and around MDI and Bar Harbor. So even if there isn't anything falling at a steady rate, there may be some mist and drizzle, which adds to the icy spots on top of the snow. I think the highest amounts are probably in western Maine. That's where a few places may get over 3 inches, 4 or 5 possible in spots. Otherwise, it's about 1 to 3 inches through most of the state. And where we get that rain mixing in for a time, not much accumulation in York and Kittery. Now, during the day tomorrow, not much falls, but what does fall will be falling into freezing air. So some freezing rain may gradually add up. We're not looking at enough for power outages as it stands now, but this does mean that any surfaces that aren't treated during the day tomorrow will be icy and kind of tough to get around. So we'll pick up the story there. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. It stays cold all day long tomorrow. Temperatures may only rise by like 4 or 5 degrees, so we stay below freezing in most of the state all day long. Now tomorrow night is when that next round starts coming in, and it's moving into that chilly air. So we may get a period of freezing rain that lasts late tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, especially inland before the temperatures are able to warm up. So in the foothills and mountains, we might have an icy morning commute on Wednesday. It takes a lot to kind of push the cold air out, but that push will come once the wind picks up out of the south during the day on Wednesday, and we're looking at rain that will fall heavily at times, and temperatures eventually Wednesday night especially will be getting up into the 50s in some spots. Now by 6 o'clock Wednesday evening, this is probably when the winds really start to kick up, and it'll be coming with downpours in spots, and this gradually moves through into the early morning hours of Thursday, and then by Thursday morning the precipitation's done and the temperatures start dropping. So one of the concerns with that wave coming in Wednesday evening and Wednesday night will be the wind. We may have a few hour period where we get wind gusts to at least 50 miles per hour and possibly over 60 miles per hour. So power outages are on the table Wednesday night. And then separate from that, we're going to get quite a bit of rain, perhaps 2 to 3 inches of rain. And with the snowpack on the ground, there is some concern for flash flooding, especially in the mountains. And I know a lot of people are sensitive to that after what happened last year. At the moment, we don't think it'll be as bad as that, but you've got to at least have your guard up for flash flooding Wednesday evening and Wednesday night as that rain comes through. So that's why it's a weather impact day. For tomorrow for the icy travel, and then for Wednesday, especially Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night, for the possible flooding and the potential power outages as that rain and wind comes through. We clear out on Thursday. The high temperature on Thursday was almost tough to put on the 7-day because it's probably at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then the temperatures drop through the day. We're quiet Friday and Saturday. There might be a weak system on Sunday with some light snow.
Okay. We'll get to Sunday later.
Exactly.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
Thanks for sticking with me.